Graduate MCom from Usmania, and I also completed my MBA Finance. I also completed LLB from the Usmania University campus. I came here before you to how to crack the JCJ examination, to enlighten your knowledge JCJ. Most of the law graduates after completion, they don't know who are the eligible for writing the JCJ examination, what is the criteria for the eligibility, what is the syllabus, and what is the scheme of the examination. To enlighten your knowledge, I came before you. Most of the law graduates after completion, they want to become a judge. But all the law graduates cannot become a judge. There are a lot of many posts in this noble profession. You can become a legal officer, you can become a standing counsel, you can become a law officer, you can become a legal advisor, you can become an additional public prosecutor, solicitor general, attorney generals. There are many posts. But most of the law graduates, after completion of their law, they want to become a judge. But all the students cannot become a judge. Only the committed, only the dedicated persons can become a judge. So what is the criteria? What is the eligibility? Every state's having their own respective criteria for eligibility of the examination. Whereas today in the RK Judicial Academy, we are teaching about Telangana State and Andhra Pradesh Junior Civil Judge examination. So I came here to enlighten your knowledge about the Telangana State and also Andhra Pradesh. If you come to the eligibility part, so there are three categories which are divided in the Telangana State. So if you go to the first category, every person who is becoming judge must be a citizen of India. It is a mandatory, as you are well known that you are a law graduates. So first category, if you go, you must possess a law degree. And the second category, you must be enrolled in the bar council. And there is third criteria is that you must have 3 years of practice. And if you go to the age, minimum age is 25 years and the maximum is 35 years. For the reserve quotas, there is a relaxation of 5 years for the SC, ST and OBC categories. This is the in most of the states, only this eligibility will be there. But in Telangana, 3 categories will be there. The first category is this one, and the second category, those who completed fresh law graduates, if they want to become a judge, yes, they are having the opportunity to become a judge. But there are certain conditions. Here, the same condition is there. He must be a law graduate, and in that, the persons who are general and OC category, open category students must possess 60% of in their law graduation. Whereas in the reserve categories, SC, ST and OBC, you must possess 55% of marks. This is a mandatory provision. There is no need to enroll in the bar council. Even though if you have completed law graduation, if you are not enrolled in the bar council, even though you are the eligible person for the period of 3 years, no AIB is required. You no need to qualify AIB examination. Minimum age, yes, it is here it is a condition that minimum age should be 23 years and maximum age should be 26 years. Minimum 23 and maximum 26. For the there is a relaxation for SC, ST and BC category and EWS reservation category areas. For 5 years there is a relaxation. Up to 31 years you are eligible to write the judicial examination of JCJ. In the category number 3, same, you must possess law graduation. Apart from that, you must possess all this 60% for the general and OBC and also for the 55% for SC, ST, BC reserve category students. Then you must be enrolled in any state bar council. That you should not complete the period of 3 years. Whatever the practice period is there in the first category, no need to complete, no need of period of 3 years in practicing, even though you are eligible. Subject to same conditions as fresh law. Whatever the conditions are there in the second category are applicable for the third category. You must possess the same percentage and the age is same, minimum 23 years, maximum 26 years and upper age relaxation for the reserve category students are 5 years. SC, ST, BC and EWS. AIB must. Here in the second category, AIB is no need. You no need to write the All India Bar examination. You no need to clear the All India Bar examination. But in the third category, you must possess All India Bar examination. For the physically challenged students, there is some more relaxation of 10 years. After completion of their age limit in the reserve category, then there is a 10 years of age relaxation for the physically challenged persons. If any person who is coming from the ex-servicemen, ex-army, those who worked in the tri-services, whatever the service rendered in the tri-services, Army, Navy or Air Force will be excluded, and the minimum age and the maximum age will be calculated for their criteria to eligible to write the examination of junior civil judge. Most of the law aspirants, they are not having that, who are going to conduct this examination. There are two boards which will conduct this JCJ examination. If you take, most of the states will conduct, High Court will conduct the JCJ examination. High Court will conduct JCJ examination. In states like Bihar, Haryana, Public Service Commission will conduct this junior civil judge examination. Where coming to the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, High Court will recruit the junior civil judge examination. These are the two boards who will conduct the examination. If you come next to the part of exam pattern, the scheme of examination, it comprises of 3 steps. The step number 1 is the paper. It is purely computer based test and MCQ based. MCQ based questions are there in this paper. In that 100 marks, civil laws and criminal laws are there for 2 hours, 120 minutes are there, 100 questions for 100 marks. You have to, for eligibility for the second step, you must possess 40% for appearing in the second step, for qualifying the second step. 40% of marks. If you got for 100 marks, you must get compulsory 40 marks. There is no reservation, there is no exemption, there is no relaxation. In the first step, you must possess 40 marks. After obtaining the 40 marks, 1:10 category will be selected for the second step process. It is mains examination. For the, if you go to the mains examination, purely it is in descriptive nature. There are 3 papers. Paper 1 is for civil laws, it is for 100 marks. Paper 2 is for criminal laws, it is for 100 marks. Paper 3 is purely English literature, and there is a translation for English to Telugu and Telugu to English, and there is an essay of 100,000 words you have to write, and there is grammar and vocabulary in the Telangana Junior Civil Judge examination. If you come to the paper 1 civil laws, 100 marks, it is a descriptive nature. You must write 100 marks paper, and in the criminal laws 100 marks. In the translation, it is translation will be 40 marks, and the essay will be 30 marks, and the grammar and vocabulary will be 30 marks. They are divided into 3 categories: 40, 30, 30, total 100 marks. If you go to Andhra Pradesh, there is no grammar and vocabulary, direct 100 marks paper will be there for the in the paper 3. If you next process, it is an interview process, there where the academic knowledge, legal knowledge exposure will be tested, and the communication skills will be tested, and how you will handle that if any scenario, if any situation will come in the court, if both the parties are arguing, if there is an arbitration, or if there is any resolving of the dispute, how you will handle, and what type of steps you are going to take, everything about the legal knowledge and the balance of the judgment will be tested in this process. These are the 3 steps. In first one is preliminary exam, the second one is mains, and the third one is interview viva process. Here 300 marks will be there. In the viva process, it will be for 50 marks, and here 100 marks. Totally 350 will be in mains exam and interview, and prelims exam will be 100. Who are eligible? Here, if you want to write the mains examination, 1:10 candidates will be selected. If there are 4,000 applications, only there will be 4,000 applications, only 400 candidates will be screened and will be sent for the step 2 process for writing the mains examination. After qualifying the mains examination, viva process 1:3 will be there. After 1:3, they will be sent to for one post, 3 candidates will be selected, screened, and they will be shortlisted for the interview viva wise process. This is the scheme of examination pattern. If you go next step, there is Andhra Pradesh syllabus is different and Telangana syllabus is different. If you see for the Andhra Pradesh, only 12 laws are there, civil laws. And in Telangana, newly amended this syllabus were there, only 16 acts were included in the civil laws. If you go for the criminal laws, 9 laws are there in the Andhra Pradesh, and also in Telangana 15 laws are there. If you go to Andhra Pradesh, there is Code of Civil Procedure 1908, Indian Contract Act 1872, Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Hindu Succession Act 1956, Indian Easements Act 82, Specific Relief Act 1963, Limitation 1963, Transfer of Property 1882, Civil Rules of Practice, Registration Act 1908, and the Indian Stamps Act 1899, the AP Land Encroachment Act 1905, Indian Evidence Act 1872. Apart from this, some of the special laws were added in Telangana. The same syllabus were there earlier to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Some Telangana Land Encroachment Acts, new act came, so it was enacted, and Telangana Buildings Lease and Control Act, and some of the laws are there. If you come to the criminal laws, the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, Indian Penal Code 1860, Indian Evidence Act 1872, Negotiable Instruments 1881, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence 2005, Criminal Rules of Practice, AP Excise Act 1968, AP Gaming Act 1974, the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. There are 9 criminal laws for Andhra Pradesh. If you come to the Telangana, there are 15 criminal laws. Some criminal laws were added: Telangana Prohibition, Telangana Excise, some more forest laws in Telangana, State and Welfare Protection Act 1972, the Juvenile Justice Care Act. After forming 2000 Telangana 2015, a new act came. This was added in this, and one more new act was came, Mental Health Care Act 2017. Some of the new criminal acts were added for the examination. This was the syllabus. But when you are preparing to the prelims, mains, and for the interview process, it will not be like that. If you are preparing for the prelims, all the syllabus will be covered. But how to cover the syllabus, how to prepare for the examination, I am going to say for you in couple of minutes. If you write essay writing topics, there are some topics which will be given that 1000 words must be written in the examination.